Okay, we are back, and this is part 2. There's so much to explore on this ship. It is phenomenal. We're still in C deck, so surgery. So this is a lot of stuff that we don't get to see, well, in Titanic Adventure Out of Time. So I'm a little bit amazed by all of this. And I feel like, even though I didn't get lost on Titanic Adventure Out of Time, I knew the ship like the back of my hand, I feel like I could possibly get lost on this ship. With all the extra stuff that there is included on here, because you gotta remember, Titanic Adventure Out of Time, it was accurate for its time, but it couldn't include everything. And I'm learning that there's stuff on this ship that I didn't know before. The clock will be set backwards at midnight, 49 minutes. Okay. And it is ticking, if you listen. You can hear it very subtly ticking. Okay. Go up to B deck. We might have to go, so here's the grand staircase, or part of the grand staircase.
Love the wood detailing here. It's absolutely perplexing. Now that's a craft I can really respect. Lovely wood. I've always been fond of it. When younger, I used to cut wood for the poor folks 2 streets over. My neighbors started calling me Robin Wood. They always laughed at me, but I don't know why. I wore that title proudly.
I don't know why. Robin Wood instead of Robin Hood. Oh, we get to see an actual room here on B deck. Wow. You know, I'd be happy with this demo if it didn't even get released and this was just all that it was, because this is what I've been wanting for such a long time. Not to just explore the whole entire ship. I am hoping we can go out here. We can't go out on the deck yet. Wow. I really have an appreciation for stained glass.
What a fine accommodation for the unwinding of the gentleman.
So this is a smoking room.
A long day at sea. If only it were open now, and there were men in there to socialize with. Perhaps then I'd make some friends.
I am a loser in the upper class society. So this is obviously off limits. Seen in Titanic Adventure Out of Time. It is fairly accurate from the looks of things to that. I'm not expecting a whole huge difference, honestly, with that, and I'm fine if we miss out. There are photos, old photos, everywhere to find. We didn't really explore a lot of B deck. We're now on A deck. So before we go there, we should probably explore a bit more B deck. So all the plants, the seating, and the way that it was arranged is fairly accurate. Are there any rooms that we can look at?
Cabins upon cabins upon cabins.
Please stop. I don't really want to listen to his inner thoughts. We're just going to run down here because I don't think there's a whole lot of... I don't think we can see in any of these cabins. Whoa. I did briefly see something face through that wall when I was running, so maybe that's going to be one of the rooms that could be available to look at. I would assume that you'd have your own first class cabin anyway, that you'd have a good idea. Okay, so... I still can't get over that Titanic reference. I hope they keep that in the final game. Okay, we can't go through there.
The lifts are out of order. That's fine. Real men don't take lifts. Lifts are for women, Claire says. Robin, take the long way up.
Seems like Claire has a lot to say for herself. So we're back here again. Notices. Please consider a contribution if you enjoy this early demo of Titanic Honor and Glory. I would love to make a contribution to this, honestly. I'd actually pay $100 for this currently as it is. This is This is amazing. Okay. Seems like they have. So we could go back along here if we wanted to. We might go upstairs to A deck. So we're now on the... Okay. Am I being blocked off? Can I not see anything on A deck here?
I shouldn't venture too far on deck. The Board of Trade members may board soon, and I'm expected to meet them.
Okay. So I'm not allowed to go up to A deck from this side, but I can go to A deck from the other side. So that's something. I suppose because on A deck we could get to the actual outer deck of the ship. We'll just run down the other end real quick. I would assume it would be the same on the opposite side. We can't go to A deck. So it's still obviously got more development to do, which... It's weird. It looks like some of it's already been pretty much developed anyway. Because we're allowed to experience the grand staircase and how beautiful it looks. But it's a grand staircase. How could you not include that, you know? So this is a room we looked at before. The smoking room. I don't think it's going to let me go down here. It says outside of the ship.
I suppose this won't be open anytime soon. A shame. I would enjoy nothing more than a cup of tea and to sit with a book in the lounge and, well, lounge.
Okay. Well, I think that's as far as we can explore as far as first class goes. So I guess now we should go down to the lower decks and see what's down there. I haven't looked on this side of the ship yet on B deck. This is the cafe.
It does remind you of Paris, though excepting the smell.
The Parisian
of
cafe.
sewage. Wonderful memories coming back to me of that city.
Another photograph. Looks like we've got actual crew members. I'm not gonna lie. I suppose he passed away too on the ship. So young. The plates are fairly accurate. I didn't realise that the ceiling was so low. Or maybe they've just brought it down lower. So anything menu. English breakfast. Baked apples. Back bacon. Fresh fruit. British sausage. And they got an American breakfast because you got to remember this came from New York
Odd that this
to
room at this
UK.
table's already set. Mr. Gotti hasn't even boarded yet. Oh well, top marks for presentation.
The guest book, I'm assuming. There's so much to explore on this ship. It is so beautiful. I like how they've used the flute like what you'd hear in the movie, and I guess some people would expect that. Okay, go back downstairs. It's funny, I was running around everywhere to get on the ship, but now that I'm actually on the ship, I'm not running anymore. This is C deck. We need to get back down to D deck, which was from the opposite side, I believe, because we started out on D deck. And to go down further to E and F deck. F deck leads to Scotland Road. Sorry, not Scotland Yard. Scotland Road. And from there, I don't know. Can we actually see the boiler room? Oh, there's something. Purser's office. I can't get over that. He scared the crap out of me. It was terrifying. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. E deck. Okay, so E deck is a little bit more narrow, not as fancy. Another photograph over here. 13. How many photographs are there on this ship? I'm feeling like there's not a lot in E deck, to be honest. The lifts are here. I seem to be navigating around the ship pretty well. I haven't got lost yet. I know where I'm going. Oh, this should possibly lead us.
This is glorious. You can near well see half the length of the ship in this corridor.
I mean, you could see that before. That'll lead us to Scotland Road. We should explore E deck further. So this is the stewards. Oh, so we can't get to the boiler.
Perhaps I'm not supposed to look in here, but I can't pass up this opportunity for a little adventure. Oh, if Claire were here now to see me being so daring.
Are you proud of this?
Quite hot here. Where are the workers, though? Well, I suppose they're likely firing up the other boiler rooms.
Can I get down to the boiler? Okay, we can't go all the way down and see the boiler room. I like how he's like, oh, here we go. It's quite hot here. I mean, it's a boiler room. Would you like to work down there? Oh, here we go. Down we go.
These machines are massive. 29 on board.
The Rubaiyat? They included the Rubaiyat.
Untamed beast. I anxiously await their performance during the sea trial shortly. Finally free and not held back from anything. No Mr. Tundry in sight. Just freedom.
They have included it down in the boiler room because I'm assuming, because of their Titanic Adventure Out of Time reference, that this is where the Rubaiyat was on Titanic Adventure Out of Time. So it makes sense that they would put it down here. There's little Easter eggs. They've clearly, obviously, had a love for that game. Wow. I am appreciating and loving them more and more for that. This is amazing. Okay, let's get back out of here. And back up on E deck. Okay, so this is as far as we can go, so we can't go down.
This open space
any
looks like
further.
a fine spot for gathering and mingling between all parts of Europe as they make their journey across the pond to the New World. Perhaps a place on the west coast, like Seattle.
Wonder if we can see the... Oh, we can't see the gymnasium and stuff, so, you know, we can't look at that kind of thing. Okay, so there's a bit of dirt and ash along the wall there. Or coal. This is so amazing and cool. I'm happy with just this. This is what I kind of expected. Can we go down from here? Okay, we can. So that's probably gonna lead to F deck, I would assume. And from there we can get to Scotland Road. I should probably go down the other way. Another cabins. Porthole. Wow. This is amazing. I just don't even know what to say to this. I'm speechless. Oh, here we go. The White Star Line. I'm actually interested in seeing the Lusitania, and if they do the sinking of the Lusitania and the Britannic, and how they sunk. So the Britannic hit a naval mine from German warfare. I mean, even if you're like a third class passenger, you had it pretty well, to be honest. Like, it wasn't too bad, but it seems that you just get bread. You were too poor for the better stuff. Mirrors to make the rooms look bigger. Not as fancy as obviously first and second class. But you know. Okay. Let's go upstairs. And let's go back to that one area. So we can get to Scotland Road. From which I believe is down these stairs, which I just walked past them. Ooh, F deck. We're now on F deck. It's number 19. Some more cabins.
I'd hate to be corded back here in such a cramped cubby. The walls bearing down on you like all the troubles, hopes, and deepest desires you dare not dwell upon.
I mean, the other cabins are fairly narrow. It's a bit claustrophobic down here, but otherwise... The Turkish bath hours are as follows. Oh, the Turkish baths.
A nice Arabian motif with cooling colors as passengers relax after their time in the baths.
Cooling colors.
What a poor state these workers left in.
Please contribute to us. Oh, they've used the... So they've done the same thing. Another little reference to Titanic Adventure at a Time. Wow. Changing rooms. I wonder for Turkish bath if they've made like a reference to Willie's death.
Who on earth is that lucky dog testing out the electric bath? And I believe I see a sliver of the plunge bath as well.
There's a pool. I reckon that's supposed to be a reference to Willie who died in there. Wow. I think that's about it. I think we've seen what we can see from here. Can we get to Scotland Road? Which was, you go up F deck, I think, and there should be like a porthole. This is as far as I can go. I think that's all I can find of the ship. We're back at D deck where we began. So yeah, this is the ship, and honestly, I'm impressed. I'm very, very impressed, and I will probably explore this further to see where else you can go, see if I can find all the photographs. I think that's what what I'll do later. It is super amazing and super pretty, and I still can't get over the Titanic references, but this is by far the best one. Is he supposed to be a jump scare? He's absolutely terrifying. Not what I would want to see when I'm on the Titanic. So yeah, guys, this was the interior exploration of the Titanic. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you like what you see, contribute to these guys. Let's get more of this ship so we can explore it further, because that would be absolutely fantastic. I think it would be an amazing experience. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time.